Hey, take a glance at this! Roller coaster painting expert. Help wanted. I guess this could be right up my alley.
Yes, indeed. We could surely use some assistance here. And I can see that we've got some 3 unlikely visitors here today.
Me. What's up, Doc?
What's up? I'll tell you what's up. Our old roller coaster is in need of a fresh coat of paint. And whoever can get the most coaster colored will win a lifetime pass to Metropolis Pier.
Say, that sounds quite interesting. I'll say. You know, Miss Lane, you could always count on the famous Looney Tunes for getting the job finished. Clearly, you know, I used to be a good painter at high school back in 1939. And I'm still good at it.
Well, what are you 3 waiting for, Don Knotts? Many of us have got to get to business. We haven't got all day, you know.
I call dibs. Daffy Duck, get your tail feathers back here. Who needs gravity? It's a cartoon. Hey, you know what? Never mind. Perhaps it was just the folks back at downtown Metropolis, excited to see their brand new roller coaster ride. What's the big idea? I can't see. Well, fellas, it wasn't easy, but at least we got the job done.
Why, I can't believe my eyes. Now this is going to be a true favorite of readers.
I'm sure glad you liked it, Doc. You know, this roller coaster could have worked wonders when we got some neon paint, but in a spot like this, I guess it'll do for now.
You bet I do. And as an offer, how's about that lifetime pass you've always wanted?
Thank you, Doc. Wow, a lifetime pass to Metropolis Pier? What might the world think of next?
Whack those wacky moles! Send them back in their holes! But you gotta be quick, or else...
Keep it up, you're on a roll! Let's play Whack-A-Mole!
Whack-A-Mole from Milton Bradley. Batteries not included.
Hi, I'm Becky and this is Wanda. At our stores, we sell luxury carpet at outlet prices.
We buy direct from Georgia's biggest carpet mills, and we'll beat anybody's prices on brand-name American-made carpet, tile, and linoleum.
Our stores bring factory direct outlet pricing to you every day, like 9x12 plush stain-resistant carpet for only $29. That's right, 9x12 plush carpet, only $29. At our stores, you'll find hundreds of rolls of the finest quality carpet and tile at outlet prices.
Nostalgia.
All I'm saying is, I don't know why everyone wants to eat the crispy M&Ms. I mean, I know I'm...
Sorry.
Introducing the all-new Twizzler Bubble Tape. 6 feet of gum, 6 feet of fun.
What seems to be the problem, Belle? Probably one of those neighborhood alley cats chasing mice again. Why, heaven forbid that a cat and mouse would ever dare climb into our castle and cause a ruckus. Right? word. Never in my life have I experienced such a display of violence. If someone has to put such an unexpected rivalry in its place, it's gonna have to be one of us. You know, maybe I can solve your cat and mouse problem for you. Well, I mean, I have been communicating with mice before, even before I met you guys. After all, communication is key, and I think I know how to do such. So, what? Are we live? Oh, yes, we're on. It's all yours, Cindy. Thanks, Aurora. Greetings, folks. 'Tis I, Cinderella of the Disney Princesses, located at the Walt Disney Studios in Hollywood, California. And welcome to Cinderella's Mystery-Solving Cinema. On this week's non-canon episode, we discover a little game of cat and mouse during an afternoon tea party. Were said cat and mouse from another studio? Was that small mouse even friends with Jack and Gus Gus to begin with? Well, let's find out. Would you boys care to respond about the whole situation?
Precisely. I mean, we all knew that tabby cats were like monsters in the eyes of a mouse. I mean, the minute you pop out of your hole, boom, you're instantly confronted by a cat. Sure, cats can be cute and funny on the internet, but when it comes to chasing mice, that's a different story altogether.
Turns out the boys weren't exaggerating after all. So naturally, I called for the cat and mouse for a little anger management meeting. And soon enough, I actually got the answer as to what made the cat snap like that.
You are one tasty son of a gun.
Excuse me, is it really necessary for him to refer to me as a tasty SOG? I mean, I understand that I might have swiped some Swiss cheese from the refrigerator, but his behavior seems excessively barbaric to me. And don't even get me started on those quotes of his, like constant hissing or evil meows. Trust me, I was trained at Strasbourg, and I strongly feel that we should solve this whole rivalry once and for all.
Well, friends, it turns out that things were taking a turn for the better. The poor helpless mouse was making friends with Jack and Gus Gus. And as for the kitty cat, well, let's just say that things were taking a huge dip for him, as he was losing ability to differentiate between himself and his character. As expected, this security video demonstrates the severe deterioration of the cat's psyche.
And don't leave any in the register, or I'll have to use this mouse trap against you.
Sir, have you noticed our security cameras?
Cameras? Cameras? Take me to your CEO right away, or it's hasta la vista, mousy. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. Animator.
Well, Cindy, I guess you were right. It goes to show how communication is the key after all. Also, I think you're in luck today. That new mouse just made friends with Jack and Gus Gus.
Edward is a mixed traffic engine, which means that sometimes he can pull trucks, other times he can pull coaches. But the most known about Edward is that he is good at being a back engine, meaning that if another engine is stuck on Gordon's hill, Edward can buffer up and help push. But as everybody knows, Edward is rather old, and sometimes he can be teased by the other engines, including Gordon, the proudest and strongest of all. One day, Edward was making his way to Knapford Station when he spotted something a little unusual. There were two new diesel rail cars smiling quietly. Hey, James, who are they? Oh, them? Oh, that's Pip and Emma. They're the fastest engines in the blinking world.
Indeed, we have just been acquired so we can become the newest edition of the railway system, just to see how fast we can go for the efficient train services, so that this way passengers can travel by train and not by plane or car.
Interesting.
As expected, railways of today are centrally controlled using computers and the latest electronic communications. And on a side note, what's your name?
Well, my friends call me Edward.
Ah yes, Edward. It's a delight to meet you.
Well, the same to you as well. Yes, sir. These two will make a fine reputation for the future of our railway network. I suppose that's a possibility. I've always been dreaming about seeing the future. You know, flying cars, holograms, high-speed engines, the works. Well, I wouldn't dream too much about that. Anyways, off you go to work, James. There is so much to do and so little time. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Uh-oh, it's getting late. We better get moving.
Toodaloo. It was nice meeting the both of you. Oh boy, here comes trouble. Just then, Gordon pulled up. What's this I hear about high-speed trains? I don't see most of my brothers around here. Oh, hello there. Did you hear the news? What news? There's a new type of diesel engine running from the other railway. They call themselves high-speed trains. They have a diesel at each end and can go 100 miles an hour too. And the funny thing is, I'd be surprised if they were to take your express duties for a while. Wouldn't that sound exciting? Gordon gulped in terror. I won't give up my express duties to another diesel engine. Why not? It'd be a nice change for once. The Fat Controller would never approve. Why, I can prove that I can go as fast as a diesel engine. If you want an example of this, look at my Doncaster cousins. They went at 126 miles an hour, and nothing abysmal happens to them. But most importantly, I bet that I can go as fast as Spencer. Ugh, he never misses his cue. That night, Gordon tried his supposed best to get some shut-eye, but he couldn't. He can hear Pip and Emma's conversations with the other engines about how they like to be called, and I quote, the fastest high-speed trains on the island. This made Gordon feel green with envy. You know, in a couple of days, everything will turn out just the way it normally was. We'll see. I'm still considered the fastest engine on the island of Sodor. But the other engines were too busy to notice Gordon, for they were interacting with Pip and Emma so much that he decided to instead fall unhappily to sleep. The next morning, Percy was arranging Gordon's coaches ready for action. Here you go, Gordon. 3 express coaches with sparkling new paintwork just for you. Ah, yes. Thank you very much, little Percy. I will admit, I do like a good long run with nice clean rolling stock, especially with shiny sparkling paintwork. Soon, Gordon was making some great record time. He was certainly determined to give Pip and Emma a run for their money. Oi! Watch my paintwork, Speedy! Now, Gordon's Hill is the steepest location to be on the island. Too steep, in fact, for even the bigger engines such as Henry or Gordon. Now, as he drew himself closer to the top, his speed was beginning to deteriorate.
This hill is no match for me. I'll just have to exhilarate.
Then there was trouble.
Oh, the indignity! Why, the day started off so fine, too.
Here we go. Well, Gordon. Stuck on your own hill again, eh? Perhaps what you need is a little more strength, my dear engine.
However, Gordon couldn't reply, and instead feel quite offended by Henry and his silly comment. Meanwhile, Edward was busy shunting trucks. He liked shunting. He thought it would be great fun to play with trucks. He would come up quietly and give them a push. Then the silly trucks would go bump into each other. Edward shunted till there were no more trucks. Then he stopped to rest. Naturally, he heard a noise.
Sorry to interrupt, Edward. I would like you to go up to Gordon's Hill, please.
I suppose that Gordon is once again stuck. Thank you very much, sir. That will be a nice change.
That's a good engine. Off you go now.
Hello, Gordon. I've come to push. Gordon could only sniff crossly.
Thank you very much. Express coming through.
You are quite welcome, Gordon. Well, it's about time you showed up. Sorry I cannot chat right now. Got to run. Cheerio. That night, Gordon was still feeling rather silly. To make matters worse, he can once again hear Pip and Emma's conversations and felt somehow that it would never end. But that's another story.
Now listen, you cat. These pies are for some very important people. I don't want anything bad to happen to these pies. Got that? Remember, I don't want anything bad to happen to these pies. How's it going with those? Pies.